Hi, we're going to be doing some planting now. So before you start planting, it's always a good idea to plan where you're going to put things. So you can make holes, for instance, like this. You can space out your plants, and so you make sure that the bigger things are towards the back and they're not going to shade your little plants. And that they have enough space to grow until they're mature. Before we plant, it's always a good idea to give things a water and make sure their roots are really well soaked. And here we've got marigold, some radishes, and some leeks. And I'll show you, there's a few different methods you can use to plant them. Before we start, also we'll water the holes that we've made. So make a decent sized hole. So if you've got a plant in a little pot like this, you can gently squeeze it and then tip it upside down. Sometimes it'll come straight out like that. Sometimes you need to give it a little tap and it should come out neatly. And then you can just spread the roots a little way, put it into your hole, making sure that the top of the plant where it was in the pot is basically level with the soil, and then put your mulch around the outside and give it a water. Another method which is good for little kids, if we've got a small seedling, you can use a teaspoon just to dig out the individual seedlings. So they're quite small ones, these ones. And you can see the root there. So it is a good idea to plant these while they're quite small, but you don't want to have to handle them with your fingers because you can easily damage the roots. So it doesn't need a very big hole, so we might fill that in a touch. And as you can see, we're just going to be covering the white part of the root. So you can still see the top there, the green part. Give it a little water. A common type of pot, and you see these a lot in Bunnings, are the individual cells that come in pots, and the ones you buy from a commercial nursery, they're often, you can squeeze the edges of the pot and you can push the bottom up, and these ones are like that. You push up from the base and it pops out like a whole plant. Same thing as with the first one. Tease the roots a little bit, dig a big enough hole so that it's going to fit the whole root ball in, and then cover it with the soil, put mulch around the top and give it a water.